Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Battle Stadium Singles video here on iStarly TV. This is part of my Road to Master series where I try to climb the online ranked Battle Stadium Singles ladder. And we have today my second video for the Generation G, Regulation G format, the second team that I've built for this official, release of the format in-game. And we have a Zacian team, which is nothing super crazy. I promise the next Pokemon I feature, because I already have the team kind of planned out, will be something that is not like one of the top 5 legends, so it'll be something different. But there's a lot of great legends, and they're all really, really strong, but obviously some of them rise to the top because they're more broken than the others. And Zacian's a good one. Obviously, Zacian was nerfed between 8th gen and 9th because it was broken in Gen 8. It's still really, really good, but basically, its ability is when it goes into battle, it gets an attack boost to boost its already massive attack stat. But the nerf is that this only happens once per battle now. So if I send in Zacian, I get the boost. If I have to switch out and switch back in later, it will not get the boost anymore. I built around this team kind of thinking of the top Pokemon. Obviously, I want to have Calyrex in mind. I want to have Koraidon in mind. Try to have other opposing Zacians in mind, but because these legends are so strong, it is pretty difficult to build a team of 6 that can cover everything. So I might run into a random legend that I'm not expecting and get destroyed by it just because I'm not focusing on that. But either way, we have bulky Hippowdon with Rocky Helmet. Honestly, the main reason for this is because of Koraidon. Koraidon summons the sun and it gets an attack boost when it does so, and it's also just a scary threat. So, in situations like that, I could maybe switch into Hippowdon later and get up the sand and kind of shut it down, survive hits from it all day, get some Rocky Helmet damage, and then either Yawn or Earthquake or whatever the case, which is pretty good. Wait, I just realized I don't have Whirlwind. Uh-oh. I meant to have Whirlwind on this. I might need to change that, but for now, we might keep that. Sorry, going back to Zacian, Swords Dance, Iron Head, Play Rough, and Crunch. With the Intrepid Sword ability and holding the item Rusted Sword, Iron Head transforms into the move Behemoth Blade, which is 100 base power, which is pretty strong. And then Play Rough is good. Crunch. Honestly, Crunch is there for Calyrex, but it also offers pretty solid coverage with the other 2 moves. And then Swords Dance is just a good move for boosting my attack. Fluttermane is another good Pokemon right now. Guess what? Fluttermane is a good Pokemon. It's holding Focus Sash just to survive. And Fluttermane's another one that doesn't really counter. It kind of counters Miraidon, but also it's there to take advantage of opposing Miraidons who set up the sun. So, Fluttermane's already just a great Pokemon, so I figured it's pretty solid against most things in the meta, and there are situations where it gets even better thanks to Koraidon. This Espeon is something that I've been loving. I probably don't need to spend too much time on it because I talk about it a lot, but we got Choice Scarf with Trick and Magic Bounce to bounce back opposing hazards and stuff like that. This time around, I have Terra Fire Roaring Moon with Scale Shot and Loaded Dice, as well as Knockoff. I just think Roaring Moon's in a pretty good position right now. It's pretty solid against Calyrex for the most part, and just going for Knockoff against things is also great. And there are situations where you lead with it, or you just send it in, and it's just really, really strong and threatening. And then finally, we have Incineroar which is my typical Incineroar set. I just wanted something bulky, and because Fluttermane is still a really good Pokemon, this Incineroar is kind of there to one-hit KO Fluttermanes, and since Fluttermane's still very good, I wanted to try it out. So again, I don't feel insanely confident with this team. I just threw it together, but I wanted to try all these Pokemon, and I thought there's some good overlap, some good synergies. The meta is still really new though, and even though we have some preliminary data about which legends are the best right now, it's still kind of difficult to kind of pinpoint exactly where things are at because this meta is very new. So I'll keep that in mind. I'll do my best in these battles, but yeah, I just wanted to try this team because it seemed like fun. And I mean, even though Zacian is probably obviously good, I just still wanted to try it out because it's fun. It's also shiny too, which is great. So let's go to the games. Game number 1, we are right away up against a Calyrex team. That's going to be fun. What do we like here? Espeon. Whenever I see Breloom, I assume my opponent's going to try to lead with it, but they might be scared away by what I have. Espeon's fine. It's a good lead against Breloom. It's surprisingly a solid lead against Calyrex. It's actually pretty decent against everything except for Chien Pao. So the question is that enough of a reason to bring it? I think I'm gonna say that it is. And then I like Zacian. I do like Fluttermane here, but Fluttermane's a little redundant with Espeon because they're both fast special attackers that can die pretty easily. So I think I want to run maybe Incineroar. Yeah, I think I like Incineroar here. My opponent has a lot of physical attackers. Now, the thing about Incineroar, that's a pretty tricky situation, and this is true for any Pokemon who's going to hold berries. Calyrex, it's one of its abilities, or part of its ability, is that it's Unnerve, which makes you unable to eat berries when you're against it. So keep that in mind. I'm going to have to keep that in mind if I have Incineroar against Calyrex. My opponent does lead Breloom, which I'm really happy about. I think I'm just going to go Psychic here. There is a chance they go into Chien Pao, which could be really bad. But if they do that, I'm fine just going into Incineroar. So I'm just going to go Psychic here. Maybe my opponent will Spore and forget about Magic Bounce. But even if they don't Spore, or they just don't have Focus Sash. Okay. I usually expect Breloom to have Focus Sash. I think that's one of the most common items for it. But if I just get a free kill right away, I am happy about that. Now, if they go into Calyrex, this will be scary. Okay, they go into Ogerpon, which I'm okay with this. Yeah, let's just Psychic. We're going to be faster than them, and we're gonna get off some good damage. Yeah, that's really good damage. They go Knockoff, which probably will kill me. Yeah, that's fair. But we got off massive damage, and now the question is, do I go into... Who do I go into? Do I go into Zacian now? I don't think so. I mean, if I go into Zacian and I just go Crunch, I'm pretty sure I kill them. And then they go into their last Pokemon, which is probably Calyrex. Or I go into Incineroar. I'm going to be safe and go into Incineroar. Get the Intimidate on them, which is pretty important. And then the question now is, do I go for Flare Blitz or Knockoff? I'm going to go Flare Blitz. Knockoff would not knock off their item because I don't think it knocks off their item because it's like the mask. So as long as they don't Terrastalize here, which actually, now that I think about it, they actually might Terrastalize because... Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. That's good. I was going to say they might Terrastalize because they got their attack stat lowered, so they might try to boost it again. But given that they did not Terrastalize, yeah, I easily knocked them out because it's neutral damage rather than resisted because they are a fire and grass type. Now, they go into their last, who I'm assuming is going to be Calyrex, although the problem with this is if they knock me out, yeah, it's Calyrex. If they knock me out, they get a special attack boost. Yeah, okay, this is actually pretty rough. I need Departing Shot. I need to survive a hit, first of all, but if I don't, I think I lose, because they're going to be faster than Zacian. Oh no, Substitute. I don't know if Parting Shot works through that. They might try to go like Nasty Plot. Do they still get the special attack boost? Oh, they do. Oh, that's pretty big. But they just get to go Nasty Plot here, though. Huh. Oh no, what do we do? Okay, I'm gonna Crunch here just to break their sub. I think they're faster than me. Actually, let's Behemoth Blade. Let's not reveal Crunch just yet. We also might see their Terra. I'm faster. That's actually potentially huge that I'm faster than them. We'll see what they do, though. They still haven't chosen to Terra. Astral Barrage. Oh, do I live this? I think I do, because they're at -1 special attack. Yeah, I do live this. Okay. The moment of truth now. Are they going to Terrastalize? Oh, I'm going to Crunch. If they Terrastalize... all three of my moves are good options here. I think the most common Terra type on Calyrex is Fairy. And if they're worried I'm going to Behemoth Blade again, they don't want to Terrastalize, right? But if they go Terra Fairy or Terra Fighting here, I lose, which is really bad. Maybe I should have just gone Behemoth Blade. I'm not sure it'll kill, but it probably will. Oh, they're terrestrializing. It's probably going to be Fairy or Fighting. Oh, I just made a stupid mistake. Oh, is that Psychic? Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. Then this does work out really well for me. I'm surprised. Why is Terra Psychic, though? I don't know. I mean, I'll take it. I won. That's a tough one. That's one of those situations. It always happens in Battle Stadium singles where it's like, which move do I go for? Are they going to Terra? What is their Terra type? And I have no idea what their Terra type is. And it could be anything. Like I said, I think the two most common Terra types for Calyrex right now, I believe, are Fairy and Fighting. So, I mean, I guess if that's the case, it was stupid of me to go Crunch, but there was also a world where they don't Terra, because like I said, if they were Terra Fairy, I don't think they would want to Terra because I was going for Behemoth Blade, right? So they would probably expect me to go Behemoth Blade, which, if they go Terra Fairy, would kill them. So, it's just a mind game. It's always a mind game. Sometimes you win those, sometimes you lose those. It feels like a coin flip sometimes, but luckily I picked the right move, and my opponent had the right Terra type, so let's go to game 2. Game number 2 here. My opponent has a Zacian team as well. They actually have all physical attackers, which I believe makes my Hippowdon, my Hippo, look pretty good. I don't know if I want to lead with it, though. Garganacl is going to be annoying. Incineroar is also good here, too. I kind of feel like they're going to lead with Grimmsnarl. Roaring Moon looks solid. I actually like Roaring Moon as well. Huh. I don't really know what to do. I don't know if I bring Hippo, just because I don't like its matchup against Garganacl and Grimmsnarl, especially since I forgot to put Whirlwind on it instead of Slack Off. So in that case, I do want to bring Zacian. And I like Roaring Moon. I'm going to lead Moon. And if they lead with something that I don't like, I could always switch into Incineroar. I guess something I'm afraid of is if they have Thunder Wave on Grimmsnarl, which is not super common, but it is something they could have. And if they go Thunder... Oh no, well, actually, if they lead Grimmsnarl, their Prankster moves actually don't affect me because I'm a Dark type, so never mind. They could not go Thunder against me, or Thunder Wave, I mean. Alright, well, this situation... Do I just burn my Terra right away? I think I'm going to. This is really, really risky, but... Oh, but that also means if they do have Thunder Wave, they can't use it against... Or they can use it against me once I Terrastalize. But getting up a Dragon Dance is nice. They're probably going to reflect. Yeah, like I said, they're probably going to reflect. But if I don't Terrastalize here, I don't have a way to hit them with damage. Because I have Scale Shot, which doesn't affect them, and Knock Off, which they resist. I'm just going to go Terra Blast here. See what they go for. Also, I was worried that they would go for Spirit Break, which I would be 4 times weak against, so... now I resist it. So I don't know what other moves they have, but that Terra Blast does some damage. Not great. They go Foul Play now. Oh, that's actually huge. Oh my god. Alright. Well, we get to go into Zacian. That's the thing about Grimmsnarl too, is it's kind of annoying to face because it's not always clear what they're going to have. There's a lot of moves they could run. So they don't always run Foul Play, so that's not always something I'm worried about. A lot of the times the only attacking move they have is what's it called? Spirit Break, like I said. But here we threaten them. I'm just gonna go for the safe move here. They taunt, sure, that works out really well because I didn't Swords Dance. Reflect is gonna be very annoying though. But we do knock them out, which is nice. I mean, Zacian's just a scary monster. The problem is, against their Zacian, I actually have nothing I can do against it. So if they go into their Zacian, I have to go into Incineroar. Yeah, they do. Okay. I wonder if this means that they have close combat. I just gotta hope. I mean, I don't know what I hope for here, because if they go Swords Dance, that's also really bad for Incineroar. Let's see what they do. Intimidate. I hope they go like, yeah, I hope they do something like this. This is great. Oh, I guess that's kind of dumb of me. I guess Behemoth Blade does neutral damage against Zacian, but at the same time, they would have survived mine because they have Reflect. I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp. They Terra. Is it Terra Fighting? Is it Terra Fire? Fairy, okay. So they're going to go maybe Play Rough. But if I can survive and get a burn on them, that's going to put me in a really good position. They Swords Dance, okay. I like this for sure. At what point do I Parting Shot? And at what point do I Flare Blitz? Burning them is pretty big. How many turns do they have left of Reflect? That's so many turns. I don't think Knockoff does anything at all. Flare Blitz won't do much. I'm going to Parting Shot here. Oh, wow. They Swords Dance again. I need to stall out that Reflect. So I think I'm going to go into my Incineroar and then right back into... Or my Zacian and then right back into Incineroar to get the Intimidate again. And that'll put them at like +2 attack, but then they're burned as well. Yeah, right back into Incineroar. I do have Citrus Berry as well, so assuming I survive one of their attacks, it'll heal. I'll get healed as well. Okay. Intimidate, nice. And then Sacred Sword. Oh, they have it. Okay. Well, I get Citrus Berry here. And I think at this point... Do I just Parting Shot again? Is that dumb? Okay, one more turn of Reflect. Or do I figure I'm going to go down here? I guess it doesn't matter. If I faint, it doesn't matter what I go for. But if I don't faint, then it could matter. Okay, I'm going to Blitz just to get off some damage. Assuming I survive. Oh, okay. So now I need to win a speed tie. Yeah, that does like nothing. I mean, I guess I still need to survive one more hit from them, but... I mean, they're gonna kill me here. I'm already kind of low, and they're at... What stat are they at? What, like, boost? They're at +4, and they're burned. Which I think cuts it in half, so they're kind of at +2, I guess? Either way, I'm pretty sure I need to win this speed tie. If they're max. Some people don't run max. Like the Calyrex in the previous battle, they should have outsped me, but I outsped them, which means they were probably running like some bulk or something like that. Which I think is a bold play. Alright, Zacian, it's up to you. Big dog. Behemoth Blade. Speed tie. It's a 50-50 unless they don't have speed investment or unless they're not jolly. Yes, I've been winning these all day. Beautiful. Okay, it's not over yet. They have one more Pokemon. And my Incineroar is gone. But I mean, if I didn't play how I did with Incineroar, I would have lost because their Zacian's a true nightmare. But let's see what they go into. They go Garganacl. Oh, this thing's going to be really annoying. I'm going to just Behemoth Blade right off the bat. They cannot Terrasilize. But they're going to like Iron Defense and... Nice. Nice. Beautiful. I hope they don't have leftovers. They probably do, though. But I don't think it matters. If worst case scenarios, if they have leftovers and Protect, but I still am not sure that's going to matter. Perfect. Okay, this should knock it out. Nice. Okay, cool. That was a tough one. That was a scary one. As you can see, I mean, my Zacian was really strong, even, so I had to switch it out, right? And just like I was talking about, when I sent it in again, it did not get the attack boost that time. So like, you can kind of see how even despite that, it's still really, really good. And my opponent's Zacian was really scary. So I had to just really play, like, I had to maneuver and stuff. And Incineroar was able to take it on, even at +4. I mean, obviously it was burned, but yeah, that was a fun one. That was a crazy one. Zacian still got it, right? Let's do one more game here. And we have a game number 3. My opponent has Koraidon, which is really scary. They also have Fluttermane. They have a baby Fluttermane. No, it looks like my opponent actually has Misdreavus, which is really interesting. And they have Inteleon, which is cool. They have Gardevoir as well, so pretty interesting stuff here. I think I like leading Espeon. Espeon's pretty good here. It's good against almost everything on their team, so in some way, so I'm gonna lead it. And then I do think I like Hippo, although they have a lot of special attackers, which is pretty scary, but I think it's still worth it to bring Hippo, just because Hippo's so good against Koraidon. Like, if I don't bring Hippo, I don't have, I mean, I guess if I don't bring Hippo, Fluttermane is a solid option. Maybe that's just better. Like, my Fluttermane's probably better than theirs, and then we have Zacian in the back. The problem with this setup is I don't have a lot of bulk. My opponent doesn't have a lot of bulk on their team either, but I think I'm going to take that chance. I'm just going for momentum here. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, Hippo's great against Koraidon, I guess good against Rhyperior, and probably okay against one or two of those special attackers, but most of them, like, Inteleon's gonna hit really hard. Yeah, I don't know, maybe Hippo's good. We'll see. They lead guard. I used to run Gardevoir in the earlier days, and I would run Choice Scarf on it, but I think I'm still just gonna go Shadow Ball. If they're Choice Scarf, that's fine, but also I should be faster than them. Unless they're like timid, max speed, Choice Scarf, then they should be faster than me. Either way, I get off that Shadow Ball right away. And take them a little below half, and they go Trick Room. Oh, okay. Now I definitely wish I had brought Hippo. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, Destiny Bond. That's very annoying. Okay. My Fluttermane has a Focus Sash, so I might have to try to leverage that. Because we're going down here, unfortunately. It's very annoying. But I think I have to go Fluttermane. Yeah, like I said, this would have been a good spot for Hippo. I just didn't identify that they were running Trick Room because, I mean, it's not very common. If there's some way we can stall out Trick Room, that's perfect. Oh, they go into Koraidon now. Interesting. Okay. So it's Trick Room with Koraidon. That is very interesting. We get a speed boost, which definitely doesn't matter here. I get to survive one hit from them and then Thunder Wave. Obviously, Moonblast is 4 times super effective, but Koraidon's most often Terra Fire. So maybe I'm over predicting here, but I'm just going to expect them to go Terra Fire. They don't. Okay, that was a mistake then. I'm going to flinch. I'm going to lose because of a flinch, aren't I? Oh my god. What's the Trick Room count? 2 turns left. We are dead. Oh man. Trick Room Koraidon. I mean, yeah, like I don't think I survived. They're going Iron Head. Now here's the funny thing where once again it's going to be over predicting. If I go Terra, then I take super effective from Iron Head, which means super effective damage, which means I die. But they could also go like for a fire move right here, in which case I take less damage if I Terrastalize. I think it's over, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, whatever you want to call yourselves. Whatever. Let's see that Terra animation. Definitely was not expecting Trick Room Koraidon, so, you know, I guess it's good to experience these things. Oh no, they're Terra Fighting, okay. Well, I hope they go for a Fighting type move. That would be amazing, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh man, Koraidon is scary. I guess there's a lot of different ways to support Koraidon. My biggest mistake was not bringing Hippo. I should have brought Hippowdon. I mean, even then, it's not like I guarantee win. They go for a fighting move. Okay, so we survive this. If we land the play rough, they die. Wow, that does so much damage. Oh, they got another crit. Of course. All right, let's see. This should kill. Unless they're like... Okay. Trick Room should end here. In which case, I should be faster than whatever they go into, but you never know. I've lost to weirder things. I was about to lose to a Trick Room, so let's see. They go into Inteleon. This is what I was afraid of. I just gotta go play rough here. They might be faster than me, but the funny thing is we're in Sun. Okay. Are they Sash? Okay. Really interesting game, for sure. I think everyone's just really trying to get a feel for this format. I mean, the Trick Room thing was kind of smart. They went Trick Room and then Destiny Bond, expecting me to kill them. And that took down my Pokemon, so we traded 1 for 1, and they got up Trick Room, which is really good for them. And then, again, I was not expecting Trick Room Koraidon, but it's something, right? It obviously worked. It almost worked really well. Because that situation with Koraidon versus Zacian, it really came down to who terrestrialized and who went for the right moves, right? It's an insane mind game, and it's like, I never feel confident with whatever choice I choose, but that was a fun one. Those were some good battles, and I mean, Zacian turned those around pretty handily. As you can see here, Zacian is still very, very good. Like, it was nerfed, but it is still just easily one of the best legendary Pokemon you can be using. And it can be a very good place for you to start. If you want to build a team in this format and you have a Zacian lying around from Sword and Shield, and you want to just kind of like, you know, get it going, yeah, this Pokemon is really, really strong. This is a different Zacian, not the one I was using. But yeah, I mean, I guess I can pull up the team, right? I like this team a lot, and it really felt like every Pokemon had its chance to shine. Obviously, Roaring Moon didn't do that much, but everyone else kind of had their moment in the sun, no pun intended, in these battles. So I like this team a lot. You can check it out. The team code is at the beginning of the video, and the Pokepaste will be in the description if you want the specific EV spreads for all of these Pokemon. But I've been loving Espeon in this meta. You know, Espeon's great. It's like one of my favorite Pokemon in these metas. Incineroar is, I mean, it was amazing in that game where it survived the hits from their legend. Roaring Moon I like, you know, everything. These are all just great. Like, I love this. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos. And let me know if you end up trying out the team for yourself, and let me know how it does for you. As always, feel free to let me know if you have any suggestions for ways to improve the team or a certain Pokemon I should try next. Or if you have a team code for me, feel free to drop it and in the comments, and I will definitely show it off in a future video. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I appreciate you all. Have a nice night.